Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Sussex Daily News on Tuesday. This morning we discuss, is royal family kicked out? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle brutally. Early today, according to a controversial statement by Robert Lacey, Harry and Meghan Markle were edged out of the royal family because their rock star status threatened to overshadow the Queen, William, and Kate. The royal expert has also claimed the younger sibling was the victim of a certain cruelty from the royal family as a result of his role as the spare heir. In an interview with Good Morning America, the royal expert claimed that this left the Duke of Sussex with a long-harbored resentment towards the firm, which was then made all the more severe when he and Meghan began to be edged out by aides, who felt they were taking too much attention away from the more senior members of the family. The British royal system can be very cruel, and it's particularly cruel to the spare, Lacey said, adding, Harry came to realize in his teens that he was typecast as the court jester, the number 2. Oh, so what exactly these two rock stars were famous for? Her crazy overspending, hypocrisy, her notorious past, the way she manipulated her way into the royal family, the scandalous wedding guest list, dropping her family and friends and eventually getting rid of his family too? Or him for becoming a purposeless nobody and disintegrating into her shadow? Nothing else comes to mind, sadly. Lacey is clearly dazzled by Meghan. It has affected his judgment. They did not and are not doing great things for the popularity of the monarchy. Why? Because they promote themselves and their causes celeb first and foremost. The monarchy was and is a distant priority. And the portrait is just a way to, look at us, aren't we special? It looks like a promo for their reality show. Harry is an idiot because he was already royalty without the strict obligations which William had to live by, and could have chosen his own path as he wished, but remained in the royal family with all the benefits. Instead, he allowed his manipulative wife to steer him in her own selfish direction of achieving wealth and fortune in the shallow and pretentious world of Hollywood. And cruelty? Markle included at Sandringham as a part of the family prior to marriage, a $30 million wedding, a designer clothing allowance, first-class goodwill tours of the Pacific Commonwealth in South Africa, prestigious and meaningful patronages, an expensive home reno on the grounds of Windsor, where they could have the privacy and security they said they needed. How the hell could this be viewed as cruelty? The Markles believe it was racist that Markle wasn't elevated above all other women in the royal family from the moment Harry dragged her home. They believe it is cruel that they can't have the 1 foot in, 1 foot out scheme they wanted. They live in a $14 million home, probably bought by Daddy, Charles, but they didn't even get everything they wanted, though nothing would ever be enough for Markle. And now they're not looking for someone to blame for the fact that they are not, will never be, rock stars. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in a monarchy, absolutely nobody cares if the spare field's edged out. Harry, you had castles, private jets, a luxury that 99% of the world's population could just dream of, overwhelming popularity, and these royal experts are still whining about your horrible life. Get over yourself and that pathetic excuse of a wife. Disappear from the media, get a job, and raise your son like a decent man. Can you deal with that? Let's see William. He has been through enough. The only one silenced, dumped with all the work, and hate while picking up the pieces with the family and his grandmother, while trying to be a husband, father, raise future monarchy, and prepare to head the throne and all that entails. That is all that should matter to any of us, that the level-headed one took the loss of his mother and brother and stayed loyal to the crown, people, and country. It's the pictures of the boys that never fail to distract me or bring hurt, especially with their mother. I simply can't deal with it. The entire thing is actually a travesty, not entertainment, and my heart is with the Queen, who's remained dignified and silent throughout. Anyone can realize this. Harry was treated very well, perhaps at times better than William, as Harry would not be king. The Queen Mother left Harry a lot more money to Harry than William for this same reason, and Harry has had a great time being spare and was treated equally by his brother. It's a shame Meghan Markle couldn't work within the system and be a part of an ensemble, but she's too selfish and greedy for that. They removed themselves. They were not edged out. They ran away. Back to these claims, Lacey suggests that Harry's unhappiness with his role as the spare only continued to grow stronger over the years, particularly as they grew older and it became increasingly obvious that William and his wife Kate were being primed to take over the throne, while the younger sibling was given less attention and status. However, when he met his wife Meghan, everything changed. With Meghan as the driving force, she and Harry quickly became the rock stars of the royal family, Lacey explained. But while that may have done great things for the public reputation of the centuries-old monarchy, their increasing popularity did not sit well with senior aides behind closed doors. This, coupled with concerns about Meghan and Harry overshadowing the most senior members of the firm, the Queen, Prince Charles, William, and Kate, prompted palace aides to work on ways to edge out the couple, Lacey claims. Small steps were taken to suppress the popularity and public status of the couple, with one of the first major signs coming in December 2019, when the Queen made her annual Christmas speech. Lacey pointed out that the monarch failed to mention Meghan and Harry by name during the address. And while she called attention to the birth of their son, Archie, her 8th great-grandchild, she did not actually say the newborn's name. All of this contributed to Harry's feelings of anger and frustration, which weighed heavily on the whole family when it came time to hammer out arrangements for the couple to step down as senior royals, a move that is widely known as Megxit. But many fans also blasted Robert, both Harry and Meghan Markle. A fan wrote, "They were not the rock stars of the royal family. They were infamous and received a lot of negative attention due to their atrocious behavior. If they were such rock stars then, why are they becoming less relevant now? Surely, now that they have their freedom, they should be blossoming, but they're not. All they're doing are all those little Zoom meetings and interviews and little 15-minute appearances on virtual summits. Nothing they're doing is having any impact at all. We'll see if their time appearance tomorrow does anything to boost their image, popularity. They really don't have the credentials, educational background, experience, or expertise to speak on this topic, or any topic that they preach about actually. I just wonder if the institution was so horrible to them, then why are they clinging on to their titles?" A fan replied to this comment, "This is total bullshit. There are other royal families in the world and most have a spare. Why is it only England's spare acts up? Harry and Meghan were hugely popular at the time they got married. It went to their heads. They decided they were so popular they would do whatever they damn well pleased, and it backfired, especially on Meghan. People turn on her for many reasons. An almost 40-year-old woman hanging off him like a lovesick teenager at official functions, absolutely refusing to follow protocol, etc. Harry and Meghan expected to be treated with the same status within the royal family as William and Catherine. They were and are still seething with jealousy and envy because that didn't happen. Harry has been jealous and resentful towards William his entire life. The palace must have spent a fortune for PR to cover his true nature all these years. No way these two would be team players and support Wills and Catherine. They have to be number one. Harry and Meghan had made it, and they blew it because of their massive egos and selfish natures. But another concluded, "We don't need a rock star at the center of the monarchy, as it is not about celebrity culture. When will people understand what is needed in our monarchy is people who do their duty serving the country and can talk to people and listen to them while supporting our head of state with diplomacy and tact. somebody who is in it for the long haul, not 72 days worth of work, and understand that we plebs ultimately hold the power. If Harry and his wife want to be rock stars, they seem to want to be, then it is not at the expense of the monarchy. They don't represent the Queen and should be financially independent. They can leave, I don't care, but right now they are trying too hard to be in competition with the Queen, as if to say that we are the true stars. However, their star power is waning as they keep coming up with the same claptrap over and over again. And it is the people like this author who are seriously misreading the mood of the great British public. Clearly, Princess Anne was the spare to Prince Charles. Then along came her two brothers and pushed her down the rankings. With each of her brother's children and grandchildren, she moves further away from the throne. And what is her reaction? Does she throw her toys out of the pram, preach and pontificate, emigrate? No, she keeps on fulfilling her role, representing the monarchy, supporting good causes, doing whatever is required. And the press rarely draw attention to the good causes she supports. Harry and Meghan should have followed her example, or get real jobs and keep a low profile if they really want a quiet family life. Do you agree with them? Please discuss it with us in the comment section, and everyone also talk about them. If you so prefer my video today, remember to like and share it with anyone who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News team on YouTube to get more news about the royal family. Now have a nice day and see you in the next video.